Okay, so I ran out of space on my iPad. I don't know where we left off, but what I've done is I planned where I was going to put them. I sprayed with glue, and now I am finally placing my leaves on here, and I'm going to push them down, but my fingers are sticking, so I'm going to do my best. The next thing we do is we're going to stick our aluminum foil shiny side up on top. So I'm going to spray a little bit more. Yeah, this is going to be my job or another adult. And shiny side up, I'm just going to gently push it onto there. I can just trim the edges. And you can already almost see where they're coming from. Uh-oh. See? Learning curve. Let's see. So we're going to peel that off on my background paper, which is fine. So now I have this. So when you go back to your seat, so I'm going to say let's put a little on this side, on the back side, and we can fold some edges over. And that'll give it a cool, like, all metal look. So instead of a piece of paper now, it looks like a piece of metal. And it's okay if it rips, because this part really isn't ever going to show. So if you just want to rip off some extra gently or cut it off with your scissors, that's fine. Because we're going to be gluing this onto another piece. So it really doesn't matter what that side looks like. What we're going to do now, you're going to take your piece back to your desk, and you're going to start rubbing it with your finger to try and bring out the pattern of the leaves, okay? And pushing down and trying, but be gentle. If you're too aggressive, you will rip the foil. It's really thin, but that's why we can see the pattern of the leaves coming out. So you're not ready for the next step until we can really see your leaves. Like I can only see two. Oh, there it is. There's the other one. I'm really gently, when I was doing the back, it wasn't my fingernail. I'm just using the back of my fingers. See how I'm going to switch this paper around because it's sticking. Of course, that's just, why wouldn't that be like that? That's why I'm not a professional YouTuber. But you can now see the pattern, and I'm really trying to get the air bubble out of there. And so maybe, uh-oh, see, I ripped it by doing it too hard, and that's going to be okay, right? Beautiful, oops. And the other textures will just add to what's going on. So there's something we've learned, that when you do yours, we're going to make sure that we get this all the way down and smooth. So here we have the vein of that little ferny guy I had. And I'm just going to keep gently rubbing. I'm going to be really careful where I ripped it. But I know that there's more pattern in there to be found. And you can see it kind of magically coming to the surface. Okay, so while you're waiting for your turn to do this, you'll be painting your other paper and adding texture with cones, which we'll do together as a class. But this is where you'll need to be ready so that we can go outside and spray paint this part black, believe it or not. And so that's what I'm going to do off camera, is finish getting my texture in here slowly. Notice how long it's taking me, and I'm old and I've done different things in life than you, so don't be in a rush, please. There's no rush. We're gonna wait till everybody's done before we go outside, unless we have an adult helper to take us to stay in while I take people out. And I'm going to help you, and I'm going to try and let you have a chance to use the spray paint if it's not too windy, and we'll go way out on the hill and do it so it's a safe distance away. If you have any allergies or asthma, I'm not going to let you stand there while we paint it. We'll paint it and bring it back to you. Okay? Just in case. I can't imagine it'll be an issue. Okay, so I'm just trying to really get the definition of my leaves. I think a thicker leaf might be a better choice, so maybe you think about, because these were a thicker leaf than this neat little fern thing. So maybe you pick a few different things, but in the end I do have it, and I also know that it's going to show after I spray paint and then burnish it with my steel wool. Okay, so I'm going to pause.